method in it too. This is set 3 in Wing Chun. Okay. This is set 4. And this is set number 5 in Wing Chun. That's the Wing Chun, set 3, 4, and 5. Now what I'd like to have him do is just do set 5 in JKD. Traditionally, these were not taught in order in the structure. Notice the distance he's coming in, breaking in. This is the component parts of the JKD. And they're exercises, not in combat that they're going to be in this order, but they're just some of the components needed to learn the Jeet Kune Do. When he first came to the country, he could win everything via the straight blast, or what they call the Jik Chung Choi. As time went on, he changed that thought process, and he started to research, and experiment, and after that he would create. So a lot of that material, I think, was being changed almost on I'm not exaggerating when I said on a monthly basis. He was always changing the structure, always refining it, and making it more functional. That's what he was trying to educate me, and said you can't really follow a particular way. You have to find out what works for you. That's Jeet Kune Do. In the final analysis, that's why people ask me, can you teach it? And I said, yeah, I can teach it. Can you standardize it? No, I can't standardize it. Because you can standardize by principle and concept, but it still has to fit the individual. You can't force a person, There's certain type of skills and limitations we have with the body, so you have to fit it. In martial arts, the same way, right? What works well for one individual cannot work well for another. Our geometry of our body, some are bigger, some are smaller. So I'm going to put you, this structure here can be right to right, which is like that. It can be taught left to left. It can be taught right to left. And it can be taught left to right. So what I'm going to have you do is the low jab, low, and you back this. Go out to the kicking range. We'll hold it. That's usually the first drill. This will teach you hand range, okay, to kicking range. All right. The next one is you go to this position. You throw the rear punch, you hook, you cross, kick. This is to teach you to go from trapping range to hand range out to kicking range. Now the next one, if you go trapping range to kicking range to hand range to kicking range. Now, where we go into the Wing Chun structure is when once we have the handle answer like that, he'll come across and he'll grab, and he'll back this, and he'll go 1, 2, 3. This is now where part of the Wing Chun was used. You go down, I raise yourself, you pops out gradually, and 1, 2, 3, kick. And if you chop joy, okay, come up, pops out, double pops out, come back, hit, and 1, 2, 3, out to the range. That's pretty much with JKD, and concise. Because this is already hand range. He might defend like this, if he's a karate man. He might defend like this, if he's a karate man. Boxers might defend like this. Only thing, usually they're in a left lead. We learn how to do this right lead and left lead. So if I respond with my front hand, he hits with the back fist. Notice that he traps that barrier, comes back. And now he goes out to the kicking range. Right? Because he man win. Now the other range is he stays. Now this is more of a Western boxing approach, going out to the kicking range. This one now, he's in trapping range, but I move out to kicking range, hand range, and then kicking range. Okay? Now this one now, because maybe I can't back up, I respond with the rear hand. and then 1, 2, 3, and then back. The other one, he spawns here, but my hand goes up. He traps the first berry, second berry, and 1, 2, 3, and then back. The other one, if you could see closely, see the trap is right here? He's traps on the inside. I respond, 1, 2, 3. In a nutshell, that's JKD. That's Bruce Lee. He was always changing the structure, and every time he changed it, it was for the better. Without Yip Man, there would never been Bruce Lee. Without them, we would not have reached the levels that we are now.